Welcome back to the Plug Econ and Math, your go-to channel for simple and clear explanations of economics and mathematics. Have you ever noticed that sometimes there's too much of a product on the shelves and other times not enough? Why does this happen? The answer lies in understanding demand, supply, and how they interact at equilibrium. Before we dive into equilibrium, shortage, and surplus, let's quickly refresh. Beginning with demand. Demand refers to the quantity of a good or service that consumers are willing and able to purchase at various prices during a given time. Then we have the demand curve, which is a downward sloping curve. The demand curve shows a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. When the price increases, consumers usually buy less of that good. But when the price decreases, consumers buy more of that good. The downward sloping relationship reflects the law of demand. The law of demand formally states that with all things remaining constant, as prices increase, quantity demanded decreases, and as prices decrease, the quantity demanded increases. This shows an inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Then we have supply. Supply refers to the quantity of goods and services that producers are willing and able to supply at a given price within a specific period of time. We show a supply curve, which is an upward sloping curve. The supply curve shows a direct relationship between price and quantity supplied. When the price increases, producers are willing to supply more of the good, and when the price decreases, producers supply less. This is formally shown with the law of supply, which states that with all things remaining constant, as prices increase, the quantity supplied increases, and as price decreases, the quantity supplied also decreases. This shows a direct relationship between price and quantity supplied. And now we finally come to the market equilibrium. Equilibrium is where the quantity demanded equals the quantity supplied. It's the perfect balance with no extra goods and no disappointed buyers. On the graph, this is where the demand and supply curves intersect. This gives us the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. At this point, the market is balanced. The price is just right, and the amount buyers want equals to the amount that sellers are willing to provide. But what happens when the market is not balanced? Now let's say the price is set above equilibrium of 3 Rand to 5 Rand. At this higher price, sellers are excited to supply more. This is represented with a higher quantity supplied. But consumers are not willing to buy as much, which this is represented with a lower quantity demanded, which is why quantity supplied is greater than quantity demanded. The results? Well, the shelves start filling up with unsold goods. This situation is called a surplus. On the other hand, if the price is set below equilibrium of 3 Rand to 1 Rand, it flips. At this lower price, consumers become excited and they rush to buy more because the product is cheap, represented with a higher quantity demanded of 15 units. But producers do not want to supply as much. This is represented with a lower quantity supplied at 3 units. Quantity demanded is greater than quantity supplied, and now suddenly shelves are clearing out. Products are running out fast, and just like that, we've got ourselves what's called a shortage. Basically, demand is higher than what's available, and that's why things disappear so quickly.